that series. This one deadlocked at 2 games apiece as we get set for the pivotal Game 5. DeMar DeRozan coming off 2 superb games on his home court. Can he do it on the road? As we look at the starting lineups, first for the Raptors, Lowry and DeRozan exploding and efficiently coming up big in Game 4. And meanwhile, for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love, last 2 games struggling on the road, did not play a minute in the 4th quarter after playing well in the first couple of games. This series has been all about the home court advantage. The home teams won all 4 games, including 2 mismatches in games 1 and 2 here in Cleveland. Good evening, everyone. Along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand, Doris Burke with us as well. And Jeff, really for the first.
This is why this unit is on the floor. You overhelp or overextend with Lowry or DeRozan. These are guys that can catch and make plays. With all due respect, it's not the strength of the other guys. This unit getting it done offensively.
Tonight's Miller Time moment is brought to you by Miller Lite, as this series dominated, even in the regular season, by the home team. Haven't had a road victory yet. Cleveland in the first 2 games with a terrific performance to go up 2-0, but Toronto in their first ever conference finals in Toronto. A dominant Game 3 and a come from behind Game 4. And even here in Cleveland now, the fans watching a big.
Uncle Drew has got it going on. You're late, picking him up in transition, steps into a rhythm. 3-point jump shot, knocks it down. Now about earlier, the little double crossover gets to his spot. Does not matter. It's not against you, Valanciunas. Any big is in trouble. Left-handed, beautiful one. 14-2 run for the Cavs.
After 2 losses in Toronto, they throw the first punch, and it's a haymaker here in the opening period. Kevin Love, 4 for 4 from the field. He had 12 points. Kyrie Irving in his last 4 shots, he had 11. As the Cavaliers shoot 68% from the field in the opening period.
Well, again, as you said, Mark, good read, excellent screen by Dellavedova. Lowry goes the wrong way, right over the top to Richard Jefferson. Scans the floor, sees it. Richard Jefferson with the backboard slap.
Have a timeout. The Cavaliers so far here in Cleveland in complete control in Game 5. Excitement is brought to you by Nissan. Plenty of it for Cleveland, Mark.
There's LeBron James making plays, diving to the cup, finishing at the rim. Does a great job setting the screen and roll, creating opportunities. Perfect pass from Dellavedova. Again, another finish, and I like this. Turn the corner, put your head down, and use that grown man strength. Gets the basket and the contact, having an incredible series. 64.5% shooting from the field. Playoff career high, Mike. Struggling tonight, just 50%.
Oh, he's got 8 points, 5 assists.
How are the Cavs getting it done? They're getting it done on defensive end. Kevin Love stops penetration. How about get back into the picture? Kyrie Irving does a great job. All of a sudden, you're off to the races. LeBron James, big time finish in transition. Mama, there goes that man.
Continues on ESPN. NBA Countdown will kick off our coverage at 7:30 Eastern, and we'll be inside the building where they're standing in front of those fans. Tip off shortly after 8:30. Right now, their team taking a beating. Game 5, Kevin Love, 5 for 23 in those 2 games in Toronto. In games 3 and 4, here in the first half of Game 5, he was 6 for 6, throwing another beautiful outlet pass. He led all scorers with 19. Toyota halftime coming up with Sage, Doug, and Jalen as the Cavaliers dominating here in Game 5.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN, presented by Verizon, is brought to you by Battleborn. Available now for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Rated Teen. Nissan, innovation that excites. And Lyft, download and ride.
Welcome back to the NBA's Eastern Conference Finals presented by Verizon. Game 5 from Cleveland. A complete domination in the first 2 quarters as the Cavaliers lead the Raptors 65-30.
Shooting the ball from distance.
Tyronn Lue wants a timeout.
Well, they're playing Biyombo on him. They give him some space. Winds up and knocks in the long 3.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN, presented by Verizon, is brought to you by Disney Pixar's Finding Dory, in theaters in 3D June 17th, and Garmin Fitness. Let's beat yesterday.
Cavaliers with one of the most dominant performances in conference final history. Kevin Love, LeBron James, and Kyrie Irving just destroying the Raptors. Coming up in the 4th quarter, we'll have Jeff Van Gundy, the early days. This was the scene outside the Air Canada Center. Jurassic Park, it's known as the fans' first quarter. Fans still fired up, hoping for a road win. As the 2nd quarter went on, it thinned out a little bit in the 2nd half as the game was blown open. And the diehards lasting. It's amazing that many people are still here in the 4th quarter, but they'll be ready for Game 6. Their team has always responded, and we'll have it for you on ESPN. Tip-off shortly after 8:30 on Friday night. NBA countdown at 7:30. Here at Quicken Loans Arena, the crowd is thinned out as well. It was packed outside the building here tonight. Fans, but they had nothing to worry about as their fans were
Hey, you're talking $280 million. That's big bucks and no whammies.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals on ESPN is presented by Verizon. Join a better network because better matters. And in part by Kumho Tire, the official tire of the NBA. And the Subway Sandwich Shop. Fresh is what we do.
not a good one in Toronto at the Air Canada Center as the loyal Raptor fans waiting till the bitter end, but they'll be fired up, no doubt, on Friday. Game 6, their team will be down 3-2 as the party began long ago outside the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, as their team now 1 win away from the NBA Finals. Our tip-off on Friday night shortly after 8:30. NBA countdown kick us off at 7:30. A lot of the crowd inside already heading for the exits. So now Cleveland takes a 3-2 lead in this best-of-7 series as it heads back to Toronto for Game 6 on Friday night. There's your final score. For Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Doris Burke, our producer Tim Corrigan, our director Jim Moore, and our outstanding ESPN crew, Mike Breen saying thanks so much for watching and bearing with us. Sports Center at Night from Cleveland is coming up next. Doris Burke will talk with LeBron James on Sports Center.